we're gonna go people watch in the Sus Walmart parking lot, so you're gonna come with us. I'm currently using my phone flashlight as a lighting thing, as a ring light, because my mom's car is unbearably dark. So yeah, we're about to leave. There'll be probably much context to the next couple like sections of this, because we're just going to be filming our conversations, and you will see my mom and my sister. So
lights, camera, action, bitches.
okay, but now
okay.
I can't sit like
Story time.
What?
Story time while we're people watching at the
watching.
Mexican restaurant.
That sounds kind of sus though.
Whatever. We're stalking at. It's a pastime.
Sure.
The restaurant in the D. He was
Not
white.
stereotypical.
I want to know what you think about eating at a restaurant by yourself.
Never done it, never
Fuck
will.
no. That's such like a weird type, like
no. When I'm 75, sure. And I'm like alone.
Widowed.
Yeah.
Eat at a restaurant by themselves. Oh, we got takeout. Yeah, bro. Hot date night. He's gonna Netflix and chill with his dog. I pulled that one back up.
I just choked on a brownie.
Took out my shrimp. Just say that again.
She goes, don't say that again. I won't. Well, Demi had to add the dog. That was
Dog made it better.
I had to add a twist to it. I don't know, I didn't see what he looked like. So like if he was hot, maybe he had a girl, but
He wasn't. I couldn't even like.
was he mid? Then it's probably a dog. That's girl. Super sexy sheriff. The story time.
When you look into the camera for any reason,
What?
look into the lens, not the viewfinder.
Oh, okay.
Kitty has
Okay.
to remind us of that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've just been coached.
Okay,
Yeah.
how do we even start this off? I dated a man named Gerald. We're calling him Gerald.
Codename Gerald.
Codename Gerald. Gerald ended in a restraining order. So, rest in peace, Gerald.
Broski.
Don't say that.
Okay, Gerald.
Gerald.
No.
Let's flash back to April. When Gerald violated his restraining order by
It was
texting me.
It was May.
Sorry,
May
May.
6th to be exact.
May 6th.
I feel good.
Katie knows this because it interfered with her life.
Yes. Anyway.
You know what? This is my channel. I'm gonna start talking.
I thought I was
should.
doing good, but like, go for it.
Yeah.
So, I had a barrel race that weekend, and you know, I was packing all my stuff, getting everything ready to leave on time at, I don't know what time, but on time. And prior to that day, Gerald had contacted Demi, which violated his restraining order. So she decided to take action on the day that I was going to leave for a barrel race. It was almost like sabotage to a happy weekend.
Bitch, I didn't fucking know.
So,
Can I interject
Yep.
a little bit?
interfere?
Well, I just want
Yeah, whatever, keep
to
going.
point of view.
I object.
You do? Is that
Demi was gonna be home
we
alone
were?
all weekend.
Yeah, Demi was gonna be home alone all weekend, so. Don't contact her again.
Yep, we get it.
If you give a mouse a cookie,
Yep,
they
we-
want more.
Got it.
Yes.
Great.
Nice.
But, reminds you, I'm
Give a
pretty
mouse a
sure
cookie.
that Gerald contacted Demi on Thursday. Or Wednesday. I think it was a Wednesday.
How the fuck do you know?
That's the
It was a
foul.
Wednesday. It was a Wednesday.
Katie
You
has a
could've-
problem with the delay.
Yeah. Wednesday he contacted you, I remember. You could have taken action on the issue on Thursday.
Okay.
That's the thing. Okay, whatever. Who
But
cares?
you know how like we roll around our house, like an issue isn't an issue
Nothing
until
gets
it's like
processed
right on
for like
the moment of the
48 hours it takes to get like words to people in our house.
Yeah, it takes a good
What
does
two
it?
2 business days to
Two-
like
two
get
business-
information around the house.
Yeah.
Is that really how you guys operate? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I like.
well,
I
you're
know.
snap, but there is
I
some
don't-
truth to that.
That's my biggest pet peeve at living in our house is how everyone is like so slow.
Anyways, we addressed the situation by calling a deputy out to our house.
Called the sheriff's office, not just a.
Called the sheriff's office. They
Yes.
said they were going to send a deputy out to our house. We did not know it was going to take an hour and a half for them to get to our house.
When they live.
Well, really, they are pretty close down the street. So Katie is fuming.
I'm
But
filming.
the reason it's taking so long is because I called right before shift change.
Yep. Great.
But I don't know. Like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
That didn't occur to me when I called.
So,
Great timing.
hour and a half later, they send out
The one and only.
a deputy, the one and only, the love of my life, the super sexy sheriff. He gave me his email. Anyways, so
To contact him if there is issue.
I'm
Clarify.
to contact if there's issue, but like
issue.
maybe I have an issue. Anyways, so
You do have
I'm
an
off.
issue.
I'm off.
I want to hook up.
I'm off 2 CBD gummies and
Oh, same. I was
going
too.
slightly manic. So not the best time to meet me. And I give him the situation, the details, and he gives me his email. And yeah, at 4 p.m. I figure out that homeboy Gerald is arrested and spending the night in jail.
So, since you went through that really fast, I was sitting on the couch in my mom's room when the beautiful boy arrived in the...
Why were you away from the action?
Because I was so mad I didn't want to look at anyone. So I just excluded myself from the situation.
Were you also nervous though? Like, did it like kind of...
No, I could hear every single word from a distance without looking at anyone.
Did you ever watch Dad's face? Because this is
No.
also
See,
the
I
first
didn't
time
get-
Dad's figuring out that Gerald contacted me.
Yeah, he is
Oh, yeah.
often omitted out of the 2 business days. But
Yeah.
we're working on that.
Keep going.
What's next? Super
Well, I didn't
sexy
know-
sheriff.
I
Gerald went to jail overnight.
Yeah, so anyway,
Ow. Oh.
he was way better than the last sheriffs that came to our house.
Are we gonna do this? Are we gonna open this hole? Make way!
I was the
Buckle your fucking seatbelts.
I was like the one who actually like made this all go down. Because I was just done, remember? I was sitting downstairs.
Do we want to segue in? I mean, do we want to
Oh yeah,
like, go there?
let's just get it going.
I think we should because
This one's good. This one's good. Okay. So we have this crazy psychotic aunt that was living with us at the time because I don't know why, who cares, whatever.
Not the point.
So
she wasn't
had-
able to live by herself.
She wasn't able to live by herself. She has some really long word disease. Some,
Yes.
not to sound disrespectful, but I don't really care. Okay. Anyways, I'm downstairs doing a puzzle, and she walked out of her room because she has like her own little space, and she doesn't have pants on. And so I go upstairs and I tell Mom that Aunt, what should we call her? What should her name be?
Should we just call her Raquel?
Raquel?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Linda.
Linda, love it. Linda.
It's really close to Lindsay.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Ruby.
Ruby.
Got it.
That
Ruby.
one's good.
Ruby.
That
So
one's
she
good.
comes strolling out of her room with no pants on, and I go tell Mom, and Mom comes down, and you can take it from here since I kind of excluded myself from the situation yet again.
A pattern.
A pattern.
A pattern. Okay, and
This, by the way, this was like, what, 5 years ago? 4?
yes.
Yeah, this is like a long time ago.
This is like childhood.
Childhood.
And Aunt Ruby had been asked many times when entering the public space of the house to have
Clothes on her
clothes
body.
on her body. So this wasn't like a first offense of half streaking in front of the girls, which made them very uncomfortable because they're sharing like the same level of the house. So I have had multiple talks with Aunt Ruby about just putting on a robe. In fact, I even bought her a robe, just to throw on. Anyway, she was upset. Is that what started it?
Yeah, she was upset that you asked her to put
I
clothes
thought it was
on.
the smoking in the bathroom.
No,
No.
that was not it. That was before.
That's a whole nother moment.
That was a whole nother moment.
We'll get into that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clothes on.
You asked her to put clothes on. Simple thing.
She got mad because she did not want to put clothes on and you asked her to.
Yes. I kind of I'm foggy about this one because we haven't talked about it in a while.
I got it. Don't worry.
Take
She's
it
jumping in again.
Take it away.
Once I say a couple words, you'll
Okay.
remember.
Refresh me.
So, Mom tells her to put clothes on. She gets furious. Like, she's fuming. And she calls the cops. And tells the cops that Mom is holding her hostage in our house. Even when the situation was not even close to that. Whatever. Can't speak. Continue. You know, she calls the cops. Tells the cops that we're holding her hostage.
Yes. So they have to come out. They have to respond to the call.
Yes. Mandatory.
Mandatory. How did I find out that she'd called the cops?
Well, she was down there in
Didn't she
her room
call
screaming on the
Papa?
phone. Oh.
No, she called
so
Papa.
ugly. I'm sorry.
But did he tell us that
No.
she was
You were
just
down there
she was
and
just
she was-
screaming about it. She
She called
Aunt Ruby calls the cops on me, reports that she's being held hostage against her will in the basement of my home. They show up to the door. I guess I know they're coming because I do remember warning Hutch about it. And he comes over and I'm like insanely angry and amused
Yeah.
that it's going down. And it was like at that moment when I found out what was going on, that I was like, this is absolutely over right here. So they come to the door, 2 of them, and are like, hey, we know Aunt Ruby. Like, and I was like, stop, really? So, how long has she been staying here? I give them all the scoop and whatever. I give them all the details. They're like, well, we need to talk to her. And they proceed to go downstairs and, hear her story about how she is living there against her will. She gives her statement and comes back upstairs. And they're like, well, it kind of sounds like, might be best if she didn't stay here anymore. And
That's how that ended.
that's how that ended. And then I remember promptly scheduling her exit and putting a lot of pressure on other people to get it done as soon as possible. So it was over with that. Good at that.
Okay, smoking in the bathroom with Ruby. Not with Ruby. Hold on. This is also like 5-6 years ago.
This is probably 3 months
Prior. Sorry, that was
before.
us holding her hostage and incident word. Anyways, so I don't know the exact date, otherwise I would say it just to be like really cool. But it was the night before we were supposed to leave for Florida. So we were gonna wake up that morning and leave to go on vacation for 2 weeks in Florida. So I wake up 3 a.m. and I have to pee. So I get up out of my bed and I go to the bathroom, which we kind of share a bathroom, me and Aunt Ruby. So I go in, I pee, I come out, and she's standing like right in front of the door. Right when I opened it, she's like standing there like a Minecraft zombie. Scared the literal living crap out of me. And so I like book it to my bedroom because it just like really scared me. And then right when I make it to my bedroom, I realize that I left my baby blanket, Whoopi, in the bathroom because I take it with me everywhere. And so I wait and I wait for her to get out of the bathroom. And I go back and I open the door and it smells like pure cigarette smoke in the bathroom.
I see this. So you got Whoopi, it smelled like smoke.
It smelled like smoke. Whoopi actually was never in there. Apparently I never took him in there with me. Anyways, I run up the stairs, I go to Mom's room, and I tell her that Aunt Ruby smoked in the bathroom. See, take it away.
Which Aunt Ruby had also been asked
to not smoke in our house. She was banned from smoking in our house. She could only go smoke outside on the pool deck.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Go ahead.
But she refused to. I was mad. I got up out of bed. Katie wakes me up and go downstairs and address Aunt Ruby about smoking in the house. And it turns violent. Violent. Aunt Ruby starts screaming at me about how she can do whatever the fuck she wants to because she's paying rent and like that's her license to
do whatever she wants.
Do whatever she wants.
It's 3 a.m.
It's 3 a.m. Demi's sleeping.
I wasn't now. And,
well, yeah, she was awake now. So Aunt Ruby is screaming at me, calling me a bitch, and carrying on. And of course Hutch has to get up. I think I actually went up and got him.
Hutch is our dad, but his name is
Yeah,
Todd.
I call him Hutch.
Yeah, but his name is Hutch.
Todd.
Got it. Go ahead.
And he comes down to, I don't know, settle things.
Settle almost a fist fight.
Did it get that bad?
It was pretty bad.
It was close.
Yeah. It was intense. I remember I like kind of didn't get back to sleep because I was just very, very angry about it. Fast forward, next morning, we're up. We're not gone. And up the stairs comes Aunt Ruby.
Oh, hold on. We're gonna rewind a little bit.
Sure.
Just for some context of like what Demi and I were doing in this situation. So Demi gets waken up by all the screaming and yelling. So she comes upstairs. I'm standing upstairs in the pitch black kitchen. And we are eating some yummy maple bacon donuts while listening to the arguing in the basement.
The screech fest.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So for breakfast, we're getting things together. I'm still like shaking.
Yeah, we're getting ready for an 18-hour drive. Like, this is like a big deal.
Yeah,
like,
but
this
I'm
is
like
not a little road
undone
trip.
by
Yeah.
this because like I'm getting ready to leave the house. She's not following house rules, and we have house sitters coming in, and this like terrible situation. Up the stairs comes Aunt Ruby, and she's not done fighting because she likes to fight, and proceeds to start in again on me and calls me a bitch. And I warned her, set the scene, Demi, we're all like around.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the couch. Demi's in the kitchen. Dad's.
Everyone is present.
Everyone's getting ready to leave.
Yes. And she wants to pick up this cat fight again.
And Mom hates the word.
I hate the word bitch. Hate it. Like, it's terrible. And she starts hurling it at me. I warned her that if she were to call me bitch one more time, I was gonna put my hands on her
And throw her down the stairs. And she looks me square in the eye and leans over the counter and says, "You're a bitch." Hutch is standing like right over here. I turn and look at him. "You're Hutch." And I was like, "You better stop me." And what does he do? He backs up.
Steps out of the way.
He steps out of the way. And I was like, oh my God, here we go. I felt like I had permission then. I came around the side of the countertop, the island, to Aunt Ruby and grab her by her robe. She does have clothes on. She did put clothes on.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. And I drug her to the stairs.
Pill bottles flying everywhere.
You took her cigarettes.
Oh, I took her cigarettes. That's why she came back.
She came up the stairs.
I took her cigarettes and she gave me back those goddamn fucking cigarettes! Right now, you bitch! And she is like screeching at me. I'm like, I'm not giving you your cigarettes, Aunt Ruby. You cannot smoke in my house. You bitch, give me back my cigarettes. I was done. She was not getting those fucking cigarettes. She was not gonna smoke in my house while I had house sitters there paying to watch her and the animals while I was gone on a lovely vacation for 2 weeks. Throwing insults at me. Everyone is like
standing back, watching this
jaw
photo.
drop.
I'm laughing.
I'm just shook. I'm standing there. I'm like, oh.
I was definitely laughing.
And I remember thinking at this moment, I'm like, Demi and Katie will never, ever call me a bitch. Like, I was like, this is for the future. Like, at least to my face. And they wouldn't say it. Something crazy at her about like, go back down to your room. I'm absolutely done. This is over. I'm not giving you cigarettes. And like, and I said something wild like, I told her I was gonna hold her hostage.
Is that what started this?
That's what started the whole hostage thing.
Anyway.
That's how she got it in her head.
Keep going.
Anyway, it was then over after that, and
she never threw her down the stairs, right? You never.
I did not throw her down the stairs, but I was like, get your ass downstairs and out of my face right now. And I do think that Dad came over.
Yeah, he did finally.
He did finally step in, because then like there was nothing left for me to do but to throw her down the stairs. But I knew I couldn't do that because I knew she would call the police. Yeah. And I was already worried like I had done too much and she was probably like gonna report me anyway. So I really did have to be careful about what I did. So I did get her to the edge of the stairs, and then I don't remember anything after that because I was just so crazy mad with anger I couldn't see straight.
One last thing about Aunt Ruby.
What is it?
No one's gonna remember this one. Well, you are once I kind of get into depth, but this is actually might be one of my favorite moments. We haven't ever like gone back to this.
Have we not?
Okay, so it's a snowy morning, probably December. Also, in the 2-year span that she was living with us, I'm outside, I'm sledding, I'm having a great time. I go in the house to get all warm. And I remember that Aunt Ruby needed to go get some groceries. So, and Mom refused to take Aunt Ruby to go get some groceries. So she was getting a little heated down there. So I'm just inside sitting on the table. Mom's still refusing to go get groceries with Aunt Ruby because I think they got in a little bit of an argument prior. Aunt Ruby starts waltzing up the stairs all by herself. And Aunt Ruby, she is on.
Oh, Katie.
She has to like have a walker to get around.
Oh, Katie.
What's going on?
I still don't remember.
Stop, you don't?
I do.
And so she's like grabbing on the railing trying to get up the stairs. Should have told her. So she's like getting herself up these stairs like with all her upper body weight. Stop! And stop. And I'm like standing at the railing like watching her trying to get up these stairs.
It's so terrible we're laughing.
All of a sudden, Aunt Ruby goes from this angle to this. And then she goes like
We're
this.
terrible. We're so bad.
Shut up! Down those stairs she goes.
Did we have to call the paramedics?
Yes! It shows up at our house. Because Aunt Ruby took a tumble going up those stairs.
I'm gonna barf if I laugh anymore.
So I like witnessed all this. I was like, oh no. I, yet again, for the third time, exclude myself from the situation. I go back outside. Aunt Ruby's like, I don't know how she's doing, but she's laying at the bottom of the stairs, probably unconscious or something. I don't know. It was bad. So I exclude myself from the situation. I go back outside.
Katie hides.
And I go outside and I continue sledding, and then I hear some sirens getting kind of close. Sirens, we got a lot of those.
We do have a lot of siren stories.
And so I see the ambulance pull up, and I like tell them, hey, go down there. You know, just being a great child that I am, tell them.
You are, because you know why they're there.
And yeah, Aunt Ruby went to the hospital.
She did, I remember.
Yes. Hospital? Yes.
Yeah, and it was like a break.
She didn't break any bones.
No, but it was a break from Aunt Ruby being in the
Oh.
house. I was
Because
like,
she was gone like overnight.
I could have people
they
over.
they kept her overnight.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The Serenity.
Yeah.
How did I not remember that?
I don't know. But that's...
I'm a little embarrassed about how hard I laughed at the retelling.
Anyway.
I almost threw up.
Anyways, that is... That...
Wait, we have another one. Can I share it?
Can we save it for another one, Demi? I'm going to be editing until my eyes fall
Can you
out of
just
my
caption this Aunt Ruby?
head. Oh yeah. Totally.
Okay.
That concludes the story times of our...
Aunt Ruby.
Of Aunt Ruby.
Aunt Ruby.
Yeah. So...
We haven't seen her since.
haven't
not,
seen her
and I
since.
don't wish
Don't want to go see her. So
Actually, she didn't even live at our house for a whole year. It didn't even last a year.
oh,
Did it not?
It didn't.
felt like an entire eternity.
Oh, I thought
No.
I kept saying like the span of 2 years she was there because it felt so long.
Well, it did feel like 2 years, but it didn't even make it.
Yeah, it was like little hell, little
I think it was like 11 months.
yeah, whatever. Okay, so that concludes story
That was a long
time about Aunt Ruby.
Aunt Ruby.
If you want, do you want me to put little like pop tags of your Instagrams?
Sure.
I don't post.
Anyways,
I do.
all the Instagrams right
We
here.
could get into that sometime.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
All right.
hope you enjoyed. See you next time.
Hugs and kisses.